draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Ah! No! Oh, I want so bad. Calm down. Return to you and chill out. What's good, YouTube? Shadow Man Game here. Welcome back to Hogwarts Legacy. I know it's been a while since I played this game. I've been trying to get some of the games finished. Try to progress through them. I got done with Sifu a couple of nights back. Well, last night technically. Now we're gonna try to see if we can finish and get this game done too. So we're going to play the other games we got on the channel, or we add another one to the channel as well. So the first thing we're gonna do is go to Sebastian, put this mission over here in the shadow of distance. And we're going from there. Hope you enjoyed this video. And sorry for those who are waiting for this. Here it is right now. Without further ado, let's go! Hey Sebastian, what you need?
Did you speak with my uncle?
Yes, I did. And he had words to say last time.
I wish I had better news about your uncle and Anne.
Well, what did he say?
I'm afraid he wants you nowhere near Feldcroft. Nor Anne.
I had to stop that goblin from killing my sister. He had no right to banish me from my own twin. If he thinks banishing me means I'm going to give up on Anne, he's sorely mistaken.
He also said he cannot excuse the use of dark magic in any form, and that if he hears of either of us using it, he'll go straight to Professor Black.
Huh?
Which sucks.
That relic, dark magic or not, is the key to saving Anne. To reverse that curse. I will not lose Anne for good. I should send the crest to Anne. She'll know that we need to meet.
I'm afraid I don't follow.
Nothing, just a thought. Now
What you
I'm more
trying to do?
determined than ever to learn what power that relic has.
You shouldn't be reckless with it, bro.
What did you mean you'd send Anne a crest so that she'd know to meet you?
We just lost our parents, and we were packing up to go and live with Solomon. We couldn't take everything. She was carefully organizing her prized possessions, a box of artifacts she'd collected to do with our family. Jewelry, cards, old photographs.
Oh.
She got to her favorite, a handmade crest, and without a second thought, she handed it to me. This will keep you safe, she said. It holds no enchantment, but I've kept it with me since. That's how I can reach Anne. I'll get the crest to her with plans to meet.
Be careful, Sebastian. Your uncle could intercept it, or be expelled.
Even if Ominous is upset with us, he has no love lost for his family. He'd use their connections to the headmaster if we needed his help.
Are you sure about that? I thought the last time, I'm not sure.
I shall wait to hear from you then.
Thank you. I very much appreciate you standing by me through all of this.
I'm trying to, man.
I'll send you an hour when I have news.
You didn't rat on me with King of Peeves. So I've been riding out with you ever since. I guess that's all he needed. I guess now, let's see what Puppy wants. With that egg from last time. The poacher. Okay. Now let's see where Poppy is.
Sometimes it seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
I used to help out at the
Hey, Poppy. That still sounds weird.
I didn't keep you waiting, did I?
Not at all. I was just at the post office. Gran told me to expect a package, but it looks as if she forgot to send it. She didn't send me an owl this week either. Perhaps she's busy with her research.
What's she researching? The egg?
What kind of research is she doing?
It varies from week to week, but it's always to do with creatures. Last week she was studying leg knots in plimpies.
Oh. What'd she send to you?
What was she sending you?
Only some feed she's been developing. I was going to give it to Professor Howin for the measles.
Okay.
What did you find out about the dragon you were tracking?
I realised that she didn't know the poachers had her egg, so when she left Horntail Hall, she would have headed straight to her nest. I went back to the tent and tracked her flight.
Wait, how you check the dragon's flight?
How do you track a dragon long after she's gone?
Tree canopies, burn marks, things like that.
Oh yeah, oh, destruction, obviously.
Well done. You certainly know what you're doing.
I can't be certain, but I have an idea of one place she may have been heading. I thought we might go and see it for ourselves.
Of course. Shall we leave now?
If that's all right, I want to see how she's faring if she had a collar on. And she's likely frantic about her egg.
They're trying to attack us when she see us.
Here we are. I do think this is where we'll find her. The terrain's typical of where the breed would nest. I suspect it's how the poachers found her to begin with. They likely camped here and logged her patterns. Perhaps nabbed her first and then her egg. Dragons are hard enough to wrangle, let alone maternal ones.
You got all of that from simply standing here.
You'd be surprised how easy it is to think like a poacher. Shall we see if she's home? We only need to return her egg.
Okay. Sounds simple enough for me. But
That
need to be
sounds
careful.
straightforward enough.
We should be in and out. Then we can be finished with the poachers once and for all.
Let's hope.
If you're right about finding her here, how do we go about returning the egg?
Her nest will likely be in the heart of her den, which she will be keeping guard over. It might also be more charred than anywhere else, I imagine.
It must burn. Gotcha.
I don't suppose you've thought about keeping it, have you?
No, it belongs to her. Keeping it will make me just as bad as the poachers.
Good point.
Well then, let's find our dragon and return her egg.
Wonderful. If she sees us flying about, she might take it as a sign of aggression or food. We should stay on foot.
Okay, stay on foot.
Oh,
Go
and
fly.
one more thing. Let's not agitate her. Goodness knows she's been through enough already. I'm ready when you are.
All right. Trying not to make the dragon aggro. Gotcha. Oh,
There she is, above us. She did make it home safely.
oh yeah, I see it.
Oh, good. It looks as if she wasn't collared like the other dragons.
Okay, maybe she's calmed down, hopefully. I can fight an ogre, a giant, poachers, and dark wizards. I don't know about a dragon yet.
Poor thing
Calm
must
down.
be woken sick, wondering what happened to her egg.
Return your egg.
For what
Don't
it's
attack
worth,
it.
she doesn't seem to have spotted us yet.
Let's hope it stays that way. At least until we've done what we came to do.
I remember these things, but I'd rather avoid
I
fighting right
wonder
now.
how many they brought to capture her. At least 10 usually.
Peril.
Barrow. There she is again.
Where? I see her.
From a distance.
Dragon looks scary, but also it doesn't look magnificent. Look quite nice.
I wonder how good her eyesight is.
I beg your pardon.
I don't imagine the poachers fed her well. And from a distance, we probably look exactly like sheep to her.
Please don't
Hebrideans love
don't
sheep.
How lucky for us.
don't say that right now, man. I don't need that idea of the dragon thing being food right now.
What's your step?
We'll go down here.
Pity. She must have been starved to pick off a grapple.
Or just raring for a fight?
You catch up. I can barely hear you.
Quiet. What was that?
What? Okay. Please chill.
Well, there's no coming back now.
Oh, I can't make you peacefully. You wanna blast me? Move, Shaka, move!
Wait here. I'll run ahead.
Whenever you're ready, I'll follow your lead.
I'll draw her attention. Follow when it's safe.
Ah! No! Oh, I want so bad. But this way ain't doing me. I forgot about myself for a second. I'll move. Where'd it go? Keep running.
Watch out. It's her domain. She'll make sure. Keep at it. We've just got to make it to the nest.
Gotcha. Keep going. Go.
Not a warm
I'm cheating.
welcome.
I don't
It's a
care.
little
I'm
too
cheating.
warm, if you ask me.
Speed it up.
I don't suppose she listened to reason.
Go.
Normally try.
Go.
We can get to that.
Go down.
To the nest.
Go to the button. Go. Woo. I'm cheating. I don't care.
Quickly.
Brilliant.
Work smarter, not harder.
There's the nest. We're almost there.
I got you. Alright, I get blessed.
Why is every bridge here broken?
Repair her.
The dragon probably broke to make sure don't come over here. That's what I would do.
Now,
nobody
if we
bother me.
just return her egg, we can hopefully make it out without too much fuss.
Let's put it down. That's a cool looking egg though. Calm down. Returned it, you would chill out. Chill. Poppy, watch where you stepping. Oh, appreciate it.
That was brilliant. And did you see how clever? She left us perfectly unharmed.
Perfectly unharmed. You do realize I got blasted by fireballs, and I just got hit. Whatever.
That's rather generous, isn't it? She did try to kill us the entire time.
Right.
Only until she saw her egg, at which point I thought she rather warmed to us. The important thing is that we survived it, and we returned her egg. Thank you for doing this with me. Wouldn't blame you one bit if you wanted to head back to the castle and never think about dragons again.
Right?
I was hoping to look around for a moment, if you don't mind. Take it all in.
Just in case.
I suppose we could catch our breath. I'm
Anything
ready
around here?
whenever you are.
Revelio.
Oh, don't look like anything around here. Oh, I can't use my thing. Nope. I'm out. Let me out of here.
I can't believe any of what just happened.
Still taking it all in.
Yep.
No,
There you go now.
I think I'm ready to leave if you are.
I am. After our dragon rescue at Hauntow Hall, I half expect to be ambushed by poachers any time I'm not in the castle.
Understandable. We did sabotage their fighting ring and steal a dragon egg from them.
Get it
True.
from any second.
True. So why haven't they come after us? It's not like them to let things lie. Unless
Still waiting.
Unless what?
they haven't let things lie. Oh no, I can't believe I didn't see it. We need to leave. I need to send an owl.
I knew it. Right here, right now. Or they probably brought us to the school.
How could I have been so blind?
What? Man, they can't do like that. Come on now. Whatever. Well, it's time to go to the main missions now.
Hello
Hey,
there.
how you doing, man? Thanks for the telescope.
Hello, Amit. Do I recall you saying that you speak gobbledygook?
I did. I do. Speak it. Is this to do with the goblin I saw you with in Hogsmeade?
It is. His name is Lodgok. We could use your help with something. He's waiting for me near a goblin mine. Would you be willing to help?
Of course. How exciting. Well, might this be dangerous?
I think he
Yeah.
simply wants to show me something that
Depending on what
involves
happens.
gobbledygook. If it helps, he's a friend of Sirona's.
Good to hear. Good to hear. If Sirona trusts him, then I feel much better.
Yeah, let's hope he can be trustworthy.
Have you ever spoken directly to a goblin?
Unbelievably, no. I'm so looking forward to it. Actually conversing in gobbledygook with a native speaker. Cannot wait to confirm subtle bits of pronunciation and tone that may have eluded me, being self-taught and all.
Oh, gotcha.
You said you know gobbledygook, but how well?
I've been reading it for as long as I've been reading English. My parents have an extensive library. Once I grew bored with the classics, I devoured goblin writings. I'd tell you some titles, but you wouldn't understand them.
Yeah, I would not.
Lodgok is waiting. Shall we go?
Of course. I just want to check the pronunciation of a couple of key terms first. So I will meet you there.
All right. Meet you in a second. Sit there, y'all. I'll meet y'all in a second. I know you're bound to be setting me up. I will not hesitate to flash you.
A friend who speaks gobbledygook is meeting us. Before he arrives, perhaps you could tell me why we're here?
Of course. Unfortunately, presenting Ranrok with the Helmet of Urtkot did not have the effect I'd hoped. Because he knew the details surrounding its plunder, he presumed I'd had help from a witch or wizard in retrieving it.
Of course. I ain't gonna sugarcoat it. You should have expected
You
that.
said this would repair the chasm between the two of you. How did you not expect him to react this way?
I'm afraid we do not have the luxury of rational expectation when it comes to Ranrok. Damn Bragbor and his blasted journals.
Bragbor?
An ancestor of Ranrock's, renowned metal worker. If we are to work together, I suppose I must tell you more. Not long ago, Ranrock sent me to collect a recently unearthed set of Bragbor's journals. They described repositories that Bragbor had been commissioned to build for a group of witches and wizards.
What do you mean, repositories?
Large, magically fortified receptacles crafted from goblin metal. Ranrok recruited others to help me locate the repositories. We were to search anywhere that was connected to 5 names mentioned in the journals: Rackham, Fitzgerald, Bakar, Morganach, and Rookwood.
Rookwood Castle.
That is where we began our search.
Why does Ranrok care so much about these repositories?
He cares about what they contain. For centuries, wizards have refused to share their magical knowledge with goblins. Your kind will not even let us carry wands. Thus, many goblins, myself included, have spent our lives mistrusting wizard kind. Ranrok was convinced that the repositories contained a magical power that wizards wanted to keep for themselves. He is determined to take it for goblin kind. But
Here
he's...
comes my friend Amit. Probably best to continue our conversation later.
Greetings, Lodgok. It is an honor, sir.
You speak gobbledygook.
Oh, Bagalio.
Enough. Please do not tell me that was meant to be gobbledygook.
I knew it.
Yes. Perhaps my pronunciation was a bit off. I imagine certain dialects differ.
Pronunciation is not the issue. I barely recognize that as language. I trust you can read gobbledygook better than you can speak it.
I can, Sir Lodgok.
Let's hope.
Just Lodgok. Thankfully, we only need someone who can decipher written plans, since I cannot join you in the mine.
What written plans? And why can't you come with us?
We need some idea of what Ranrok knows or is plotting. I suspect a careless loyalist may have left plans behind. And I'm unable to join you because I cannot risk anyone reporting my presence to Ranrok. All you need to do is not be seen, either by the eye above the enchanted door or a loitering loyalist.
Well, you asking me for too much. But me and Stealth, it ain't no guarantee. Unless it says Creed.
What else should we know about the enchanted door?
The door will not open while the eye can see you. You and your friend must be invisible to it to gain access. From what I know of wizard magic, that shouldn't be too difficult to achieve.
Amit and I can do this.
I will await your return. I shall see you soon.
Alright. See you later. You at the no cock and think you talk to a native speaker. You weren't even pronouncing everything right. But I can't even laugh because I did that one time before. Then I did it again. That's when I was trying to learn Japanese a little bit on my own. That's what they speaker. Didn't go so well.
Revelio. The door is looking at us.
Oh, when he can't be seen.
Clever.
Gotcha. After that, I just tried to stay on my own, not say anything. But I haven't done it in a while though.
Books so rarely prepare one for reality. A real goblin mine. It's even grander than I had expected. I cannot believe I met a goblin.
Let's just learn what we can and get out.
Look at this lift. Impressive workmanship for so simple a device.
Impressive workmanship aside, it's the only way forward.
Oh. It's some kind of a water pump? I think. Yeah, this is elevator right here.
I still can't believe we're inside a real goblin mine.
Accio!
What I do?
Good call, sir.
Is that the right thing? I just make sure. Stuff I don't need. Get rid of it later.
I've read about mines like this. Seeing one is something else altogether.
Sure you did.
How nice of you to stop.
You better not fall, Shango. You better not.
Amit, you'll need to stay close to me. I've dealt with worse enemies than these.
What we're gonna do? How's that
Matter of
possible?
time till Ranrok sets things right.
How is that possible? That's not gonna be possible. Hold up. Simultaneously? That's not possible.
Being watched by a door.
Ranrok is sure to appreciate the extra one there.
Hello.
What's a human doing here? Cover up one.
Yeah.
Coming back this way.
Hey,
That was a
There's
little more
no
than
way.
I'm used to.
I'll get us through here safely, Amit. You have my word.
hey, you can't do that spell on two people. That made no sense.
I'll be quiet.
You see? Give me through. knee.
Confringo.
Oh. What'd it lead to?
Revelio.
Window right there. What's that?
Revelio.
What that leads to? The rest of the year. Oh, what's that? Face item. I don't think I won't be touching.
I feel like a character from one of the adventure books I read during the summer holiday.
Let's
Ooh,
take a
that's
look
much.
around, Amit. See if we can find any plans.
A schematic. Let me know if you see any more plans or schematics. We can't return to Lodgok empty-headed.
I know.
Revelio.
So make sure you look everywhere. Search for evidence of Ranrok plan. Let me just see right now. Oh,
Yes, of course. Fascinating to see gobbledygook written in a goblin hand. The flourishes are extraordinary. I will get to the bottom of what they've been building down here.
if we can. For all our sake.
Mr. Dallas.
Oh, so you can do it. They just weren't close enough. It's a range thing. What? I didn't even.
Not quiet enough.
All I did was go near it. I just blew up. That shocked me.
Quiet
Where you at?
grapple, you are.
How? Whatever. Going this way anyway.
Revelio.
If I'm translating this correctly, and I think that I am, they're building something rather large. But what? There must be more notes around here. What could they be building? I'm quite
Find
good at
out.
sneaking about. You'll see.
I can be used for better things than this so-called patrol.
Don't bother me, 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 don't bother me.
Revelio.
That's right here.
Awesome.
It's over here. Going through, not getting seen. Suspicious. This hat. Nothing around here. Whew. Man, I knew I should start earlier. I was trying to record earlier, but my feet were killing me earlier. But they stand up. Now, what's up with tease? What to be with you guys? So I try to push him for at least an hour. Then we'll try again next day or next night.
Let's
Oh,
Ranrok White coming back this way. White's rat this
I'm
out.
gonna try to finish this game. I'm gonna try to. Oh!
Pity. Not quite.
Not him. I can throw the yellow.
Not been frightening since
Gotcha. Come on, come on, come on. Yeah. Think about you. Boom!
Oh, this really is too much.
Stay close. I've handled much worse.
Another boiler. This place is more complex than I had expected.
Anything else? All right.
Woo!
What'd I do? All right. They lowered the thing. Tombstone.
Revelio.
Ain't gonna run too
Devil's
many
Snare.
resources. Whoa, whoa,
Nasty
whoa, whoa.
stuff if we're not careful.
Not the entanglement we need
I
right
didn't
now.
see them. I did not see those things. Yep. I'm getting that tired. I didn't even notice them right there. I can see how long it'll last.
Lumos.
Lumos!
We're on through. We'll survive this. Come on.
Go and patrol. Like I ain't got nothing better.
I ain't doing any of that. Do my own thing. Pow. Pow. Nope.
You can't
Free. Nope. Come on.
stop it.
Ah. Ah. Nah. Nope.
This is where
Wrong person. Nope.
Crucible.
Yeah. It's you.
such
Get him. Get him.
I won't rest.
Confringo. Come on, the little one.
Arresto momentum.
Get it. Yeah. Woo. Boom.
Arresto momentum. Revelio.
Ranrok White coming back this way.
Nope. Still got hit like I got the spell on you, man.
Accio.
Nope. Yeah, get that move.
Too slack.
How many of them are there?
That
That's
should be the last of them I'll meet.
clever.
Woo! Be a steam engine somewhere. place thing. Where is it? Nope. Whew. I know.
Right. Don't wish to be seen, do we?
Yeah, there we go.
This is not good. They're building enormous drills, bigger than this mine could contain.
Let's get out of here and tell Lodgok what we found.
Get out of here. Is there a best way out? Oh, here.
I need a moment to catch my breath. This was more than I bargained for.
I'm glad you
Welcome
came
to my
with
world.
me, Amit. Now that we know what they're up to, we can get out of here.
Go. But you better not tell nobody what you saw. Not a word.
Hello, Hamura.
At 4:24 now. Next enough time to survive at least an hour. Or get far enough to probably like be a good video. It'll be all enjoying it. I'm enjoying playing this right now. I'm enjoying the video. I started too late.
We're almost out of here, Amit. Look, the lift.
A welcome sight.
Woo! We made it out.
Can we please talk about what just happened?
Okay, we'll talk
That
about
wasn't
it.
so bad, was it?
It was. It really was. I'm afraid I've had enough adventure for one day. For a lifetime, perhaps.
Thank you, Amit. I couldn't have done it without you. Now, if you don't mind, I'd like to have a word with Lodgok.
Understood? I'll leave you to it. Your goblin secrets are safe with me, but I
Thank
get to
you.
write the book about this escapade someday.
Better not. Wait till it's
Without
over
further
first.
ado, adieu.
Adieu. And brush up on that language, man. The way that dude was reacting, it was awful. Now we're with him. Lodgok.
They're building enormous drills. We found their plans. Ranrok must be searching for the repositories.
I fear you are correct. Other than Rookwood Castle, however, I do not know where else he plans to search.
I've been wondering about something else you said before we entered the mine.
Yes?
If you share Ranrock's views, then why are you helping me?
I expected Rookwood Castle to be deserted when I arrived to begin my search. So was surprised to find a witch there who had set up a sort of improvised research site. She was studying something so intently that she almost didn't notice me. When she looked up, I thought she would react with fear or disdain. But instead she did something that I will never forget.
What you do?
Without a moment's hesitation, she smiled and asked me to sit with her.
That's nice.
She told me that she was a researcher and showed me a small, oddly shaped container with a strange symbol on it.
Wait, what?
She was certain it was made of goblin metal, but was unable to open it. She wanted to work together.
Miriam.
Yes.
Professor's wife?
But how did you...
Professor Fig's wife.
Yeah.
He told me of her research, and I know of the container.
Some brought it back.
Ah. The reverence with which she talked of goblins and their intelligence and skill, it caught me entirely off guard. I'd never been treated with such respect by a witch or wizard. So, to my surprise, I let her study the container if she would allow me to search the castle on my own. We parted ways, with her promising to share what she'd learned.
That's nice.
More of Ranrock's recruits arrived, and we began to dig, eventually locating the first repository. Ranrock was thrilled with our discovery, but furious when I told him about Miriam. Berated me for trusting a witch, and I heard she'd been killed.
You think Ranrok murdered her?
I don't want to believe it.
I can see it.
I don't know. After that, something shifted in me.
Made you change your perspective.
I had seen how the power from the repositories was transforming Ranrock, transforming all of them. I could no longer remain a part of it.
Thank you, Lodgok, for telling me this.
I tell you all of this so that you understand what is at stake.
I understand.
Ranrock never found all of Bragbor's journals, but the ones he did find suggest that Bragbor at some point built a repository far greater in size than the one beneath Rookwood Castle. What you've discovered here today worries me deeply. If Ranrock learns of the location of that repository, I fear we shall be destined for a great war. I will find out what Ranrock knows. Watch for my owl.
All right. After hearing your story, I trust you now. So you knew the professor's wife. It's crazy. Hopefully we can tell him. So what happened on your side? See his reaction. What to do next? We're gonna call it after this one. Sebastian. Shadow of the Mind. Sebastian is waiting near the entrance to the overlooked mine. Southeast of Upper Hogsmeade. Okay. Let's go.
I
Took you long
thought
enough.
my owl might pique your interest.
I came as soon as I could.
I'd been so preoccupied by all that happened with Ominis and the catacomb, not to mention my uncle's reaction, that I'd almost forgotten what it was that struck me about that triptych. This is the view painted on the canvas that was left on it.
That's incredible. You know this area well.
And while I was waiting for you, I scouted around and discovered an abandoned mine nearby, surrounded by Ranrock's loyalists.
Do you think there's a connection to the triptych?
I've no idea, but perhaps they're searching it, the way they did Rookwood Castle and Isidora's Manor. How do we want to handle this?
I would say avoid detection, but we all know how it's gonna go. Let's do some blows.
We need to see what they're doing. I say we take them head on. Let's bury some enemies.
Very well.
And I still have that rune symbol we found on the triptych. If there is a connection, I suspect we'll see that symbol again.
After you.
Let's go. But I can't use my broom.
There they are up ahead.
I'll let you lead.
No one enters this mine. Kill anyone who's
What's up?
Protego! Stupid one!
Not quite.
Come on. Bring it. Nope. Stay. Yeah. Woo. Boom. How y'all gonna Get it. Nope. Take it back. Too easy. What the? Gotcha. Anyone else? Let's go around you. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, we good.
This is going well.
We make
Really
a good
is.
team.
We do at that.
Yes, we do.
Once again, we could fight our way through or be discreet.
You know which one I'd choose.
I don't see myself doing this sort of thing forever, though. Fancy I'll have my own operation.
All the way through.
Truly. Someone thinks they can outlast me.
Oh!
You're
Careful
making
right there.
this too easy.
Confringo.
Focus, Jungle. Focus.
Potato.
Cat used to. Boom. Stay.
Confringo.
Bah. Bah. One more. Really? Hot corner. Back. Back. Boom.
The fun is over.
Fun is a relative term.
It is. And that was relatively fun.
Alice is bash.
For better or for worse, we're in.
Over here.
Man, that would have been a good time to do it.
I won't rest.
Confringo.
Let's get back in here.
Depulso.
This mine looks like a tomb.
It was closed after accidents were reported. Now I see why.
Search for the rune.
I don't see any goblins in these webs.
Too disgusting for even a spider.
Nope.
Get accustomed to that.
Stay.
Accio.
Bruh. Back attack ain't focused on what I'm
I
doing.
won't rest.
Now.
Confringo.
How many Ranrok's loyalists are in here?
Too many. They definitely think there's something here they want.
Woo.
Accio. Guardium Leviosa.
Here. There we go. Big brain. And I'm tired right while I'm doing it.
It's no wonder spiders give people goosebumps.
Could be the hairy legs, or
Smashing.
fangs. Should have thought to conjure stairs.
Reparo.
Barrel. Bridge. Woo. See, missing out. How many tired spiders, bro?
Confringo.
Ratio.
Imperio. Confringo.
One more.
We're making quick work of them.
Professor Hecat would be proud.
She would at that. Ranrock's loyalists have all but declared war.
There we go. Yeah, I think after this mission, might call
We've
it a night.
still not seen a single rune symbol.
I think we're going to be a bit distracted from runes for a moment.
An unwelcome
We
distraction.
have another fight on our hands.
Why am I not surprised?
Wouldn't mind a plum job at Gringotts. Suit me, sitting around all day. Mind you, I suppose it could get a bit boring.
Nope. Nope. Nope.
You had a lucky start.
Dang.
As if you could best the like of me. You call that spellcasting?
Stupid one.
Doing it.
Won't get away with that.
Accio. We're not finished yet.
Oh no.
Stupid one.
Come on, go down.
Crucial.
Push down.
Crucial.
Finish it. Over.
We certainly cleared the room.
I don't know why Gryffindors get credit for bravery. We Slytherins are teeming with it.
And we're much more fun to fight with.
Right.
Revelio.
Let's get to the cavern. All right, here we go.
Now,
Wingardium Leviosa.
have a look around in peace.
Not that way.
Confringo.
Is that it?
A rune symbol above the cavern door.
Ranrock's loyalists never knew to look for it.
Where is it? There you are. Not that one.
I wouldn't be surprised to find a couple more runes. Wasn't expecting that.
Thank you. The road floated back to me as if in a watery haze. How long have I been unconscious? I only remember his eyes. Empty. Empty of sorrow, yes. But also, I recall feeling a sense of euphoria as I watched the pain vanish. But then everything started to turn. When I fell, I must have hit my head. I neither feel nor see a mark, but the pain is throbbing. I can only hope it is not the Black Death. At least he is no longer in pain.
What do you have there?
A journal entry by Isadora.
Hopefully it will help us unravel more of this mystery.
Revelio.
Oh, still remains a mystery.
Sebastian, I think
There.
I found something. A canvas piece.
We found it.
Brilliant. Our efforts weren't in vain after all. Still, something about this place feels
Lumos.
odd.
What do you think it is?
If the triptych led us here to find this bit of canvas, we can probably assume that Isadora Morganark was here.
She seems to have been everywhere.
But if she was using the Undercroft and the cellar beneath her manor in Feldcroft, why would she create this space?
And why hide it behind cryptic rune symbols and ancient magic that no one but you could see?
Isadora and Percival Rackham, another of the keepers, could see traces of ancient magic too.
Rackham? I haven't heard his name before.
Here's are some of the memories I've seen. I don't think he and Isadora saw eye to eye on how this magic should be used.
This is all rather baffling. Let's take the canvas back to the triptych. Perhaps the answers are there. This place is odd, to be sure, but I'm fascinated by it. Now, for the trek back out of here and to Hogwarts.
Unless we can find another passageway to the Undercroft. Let's have a look around.
No, use a magic way. We're doing it that way. Always walking.
And now for the moment of truth.
It has to fit.
Let's see.
Please tell me you recognize the location in this bit of canvas.
The good news is I do, in fact.
Great.
And the bad news?
We're in for more trouble.
Let me guess. It's the wrong one.
I know that coast. Ranrok has taken over a huge mine in the surrounding area.
Oh.
Marrenweem has suffered for it. It's as bad as Feldcroft's become. Should we head there now?
We should wait.
Why?
All this time, we've been a step behind Ranrok. I may know someone who could help us get ahead.
Who is that?
Someone who knows Ranrok personally. They asked me not to mention their name to anyone.
A goblin? Tell me I'm wrong.
Dude,
You
chill
know
out. He's trustworthy.
goblins cursed my sister to shut her up. Said she should be seen and not heard.
I do, but not all goblins are...
Not all goblins what? Have you
Go on,
forgotten
Sebastian, don't be like that.
Feldcroft? Have you forgotten the mine we just went through?
No, Sebastian, I haven't. You're not listening to me.
Why
Oh,
would I
no.
listen to someone so ignorant?
Your inner one right now is you. Not every single person that you see is the same because of their complexion or what they are. They can be different.
Perhaps your uncle was right about you. You don't know when to stop.
Oh, I do know when to
Oh.
stop. Unbelievable.
Hey, they're crazy, so I have to say it. It's 1:47. How's the quest looking? You know what? Let's deal with the poppy thing, and then we'll call it. Wait,
I believe my next broom upgrade to be even more impressive than the last. Come by Spint Witches as soon as you can.
great. Fine, I'll go talk to him first.
Hello
Broom
again.
upgrade.
Wonderful to see you. As before, I've arranged a special price on the broom upgrade for you.
All right,
What are we looking for today?
the upgrade.
You'll be thrilled with that broom, I promise you. You're all set with the new upgrade. I can't wait to hear what you think. This may sound presumptuous, but
You'd like me to report back with even more flight details.
you know me well. I feel I'm almost there. I just think I can improve broom flight a bit more. Miss Ray's is running a time trial at the South Coast course. Not ideal, really, what with rumours of Ranrock's lot and Ashwinders infiltrating the place.
Yeah.
However, if you're flying high above them, you should be all right, I think.
You think?
I'm not worried, Mr. Weeks. I'll see if I can find Imelda.
I hope you are able to complete these trials. I have a feeling this final upgrade is going to be a sweeping success. Do be careful, of course. I shall look
Broom
forward
joke.
to hearing from you soon. I look forward to our next meeting.
Don't ever make that joke again.
Perhaps I could test out my new upgrade on the way.
Nah. Let's do what we do. Jump to it. That far away? It's a good thing I've traveled this far.
The course looks rather deserted. I hope everything's all right.
I'm over here.
I know I see you.
Hello again, Imelda. This course is a bit far from the castle, isn't it?
Obviously. Evidently too far for most of our classmates. Pathetic. They should be begging me to keep these trials alive, not running scared. I'm surprised our new 5th year showed up. I suppose I appreciate the effort.
That's actually... thank you.
I know I can be impatient, but I get frustrated by those who don't take things as seriously as I do. And in my experience, that's everyone. Anyway, don't let it go to your head. Right then, enough chatter. I'm confident I've posted a time you won't be able to beat.
I'm sure I'm gonna beat it like I did the last one.
We'll soon see how I fare, won't we? I'm ready.
Get ready to lose.
Ain't losing today. Come on. Go through.
That wasn't too difficult. Now that's
Well,
more
that's
like
fast.
it.
We're going fast. Focus. Oh, going too fast. Okay, yeah, it got a little faster. There's a little difference. Going a bit too fast. Keep going. You're time
This
to
is
dust.
going well.
Yes. This blue is too fast. Gotta react. Come on. Beat the time. We're gonna beat that time. We don't get Chunga. We don't get it. I want to turn around and see how far that thing is behind me, but I'm not trying to look. Yeah.
Make it.
Like literally, if I could have a broom that could have me fly everywhere, I would take it. Just rather fill up with gas. Because I hope we wouldn't have to. Almost there. We getting there. 10 more left to go through. We'll get it.
That wasn't
What
too
up?
difficult.
Keep going. Oh, just saw that. I was slipping a little bit. Come on. We through.
Excellent.
You want to go?
Brilliant
Last
flying,
one.
if I do say so myself.
Sweet Joe record.
This is rather fun.
Yes, it was. And that broom got faster.
That was quite something.
Impressive work today, but don't get too comfortable. I'll be on your heels in no time.
You say
My
it every time.
family's not going to believe the news when I tell them. They're almost as competitive as I am. Almost.
Sure they are.
I take it you want to play for a team, but which one? And which position?
I'm my father's girl. A chaser through and through. You'd know that if Black hadn't cancelled Quidditch this year. As for a
I know
team,
that sucks.
it's the holy-head harpies I've always dreamt of. When I'm finished with school, I'll try out. If for some reason I don't get accepted, I don't know what I'll do. Herbology, perhaps? Because if that did happen, you might as well pop me and call me a mandrake. I'd never stop screaming.
Yes, you doing that.
Will you keep running these courses?
I'll race them myself. Don't want to get rusty. But I won't be dealing with time trials. You're welcome to run them too. Anyway, hope we find time to fly again soon.
All right.
Do you get your competitiveness from your family?
You could say that. My grandfather played Quidditch for Puddlemere United. And my father, well, he was a chaser for Slytherin, but had to stop after a curse took his knees out. Said it was the Gryffindor beater. And me, I fell in love with flying the first time I saw the ground disappear beneath my feet. Something about the freedom you feel on a broom. I've not been able to stop since.
All right.
It's been fun competing against your records, Imelda.
It has been fun. Glad you're here. 5th year. You're an asset to our house.
Glad you finally see it.
You take care of yourself.
I
That was the
should let
last
Mr.
one.
Weeks know that this was his best upgrade yet.
I thought that dude. Except for that. Go to Poppy's thing, and we'll call it a night. Alright, beat the race
How's
thing.
my favourite?
Friends, I believe I can sneak away without drawing my mother's eye. Meet me near Hogsmeade, and we will devise a plan.
Why are you in Hogsmeade right now? Why? Some even side quests, man. I want to do so many other things, but it's like late right
You're
now.
back. Nice to see you again.
But then, of course,
Hello again, Mr. Weeks. I set a new record at the South Course.
Fantastic. Your broom performed well then?
The best upgrade yet. It flew beautifully, incredibly nimble. But with the speeds it now reaches, I can feel the wind catching beneath the seat a bit, preventing it from reaching its full potential.
Of course. Should have anticipated that. Exactly the kind of report I've come to expect from you. At last, I think I know what needs to be done for my final upgrade.
okay.
I shall look forward to speaking again.
I'll be sure to send you an hour when I'm finished. Thank you again for your help. Couldn't have done this without you.
All right, thank you for the upgrade.
Good for Mr. Weeks. Mr. Weeks and I do make a good team.
No need for sleeping draft for me. Proper day's work and I sleep.
Let me see, hold up. Since yeah, outside of Hogsmeade, so maybe I might just do hers and then after that I'm head out.
Ah, the secret.
I wasn't joking, you was just right outside of Hogsmeade. Wait for her now.
Are you ready to put an end to Harlow?
Let's go.
I'm ready to do what's needed to take Harlow down. I know you have a plan.
We must gather information from the friends of Mr. Bickle that Archie and Mrs. Bickle mentioned. Agabus Filbert, Otto Dibble, and Mr. and Mrs. Rabe.
All right.
I suggest that you speak with each of them while I head to the Hogshead. I saw some Ashwinders heading there. And as my mother would never go near the Hogshead, she is less likely to learn of my activities than if I were to wander the village questioning its residents.
Yeah. Hope she don't figure it
What
out.
sort of information am I trying to gather from these people?
They may know what evidence Mr. Bickle had against Harlow, or they may have evidence of their own. We simply need to know whatever they know.
Gotcha.
Where am I to find these friends of his?
I do not know about Mr. Rabe, but his wife, Daisy, is often in Hogsmeade, as is Agabus Filbert. And Otto Dibble, he works at Gladrags, so you will likely find him there.
Okay.
Very well. I'll speak with them, see what I can learn.
I knew I could rely on you. We need to know how they are being blackmailed by Rookwood and Harlow. Meet me here after you have spoken with them.
Gotcha.
Hopefully, by the time you return, I will be able to move a bit more freely.
Okay. Speed it up. Boom. Boom. Yeah. Right, y'all.
Mrs. Rabe should be nearby.
She'll be upstairs.
Oh, Isco, what have I done?
What happened?
Mrs. Rabe, I wondered if I might speak with you about Theophilus Harlow. I'm a friend of the Bickles and I'm trying to gather evidence against him.
Poor Joanna and little Archie. And now Harlow has taken my darling Isco.
What do you mean?
Oh, no.
Why?
I'm a security guard at Gringotts, and my husband is a curse breaker for them. Harlow approached me about helping him extort my colleagues into giving him treasures from the vaults.
And you declined?
Of course I declined. Repeatedly. I thought they'd given up, until I came home one night and found my husband gone, and a note affixed to my door with a knife. The note stated that I only had a few days to reconsider helping with some banking needs, and that my husband would appreciate it if I acted quickly. But the help Harlow wants is help that I cannot give, and my dearest Isco is paying the price.
That's unfortunate.
Are you sure the note means that your husband was kidnapped?
What else could it possibly mean? Besides, I came home to find that someone had trampled the daisies in our garden. It may sound silly, but those were Isco's pride and joy. He would never have let that happen.
Have you helped Harlow since your husband was taken?
No, I'm worried sick about Isco, but he'd never want me to compromise my integrity. I also know that he's extremely clever. That said, I was hoping he would have escaped by now. It makes me concerned as to why he hasn't.
Why wouldn't Harlow extort your husband?
Isco's job is even more removed from the vaults than mine. He travels the world for the bank. He could do nothing for Harlow. I'm the one in the bank on a daily basis, which evidently makes me an enticing target for blackmail.
Yeah, that makes more sense.
Thank you, Mrs. Rabe. Knowing the lengths that Harlow will go to is helpful, albeit more than disturbing.
Mr. Bickle was trying to help us, but now he's gone. I don't know what to do.
I shall do all I can to get evidence against Harlow, Mrs. Rabe.
Very well. Here's the note I received. You must be careful as well. Please don't put yourself in danger.
We do hope you will reconsider helping us with our banking needs. We're giving you ample time to reach a decision on your own, but we are beginning to lose our patience. We know your husband would appreciate it if you were to see the value in our work together. Shall we expect a response by week's end? Best to keep this between us, if you understand our meaning.
Some evidence worth hanging on to.
Thank you. I hope it's not too late.
Now, to find Mr. Bickle's other two friends.
Finding these other two? Closest. This way.
Otto Dibble works at Gladrags. I
Please tell me you didn't take it. But perhaps it's been here all along.
Mr. Dibble, may I speak with you? It's about Theophilus Harlow.
I've nothing to say about him. May I interest you in a stunning cravat today?
Please, sir, I'd like to help. I spoke to Mrs. Bickle.
You know the Bickles? All right. But we must be discreet. Can't have Mr. Hill hearing this.
I know Mr. Hill. He was kind to me the day of the troll attack.
Oh, he's a good man. But even he wouldn't understand about Harlow. It started a few weeks ago. I was distracted, reading a note, when you-know-who came into the shop. I hid the note behind the counter and offered to help him. He stared at me for a moment, then asked me to check on an order he'd placed. I went into the storeroom to check on what turned out to be a non-existent order. When I returned, he was holding the note.
What was in the note?
It was a note from Rosie Hill, Mr. Hill's daughter. You see, we've been, secretly engaged these past 6 months. We haven't told Mr. Hill yet. I dare say he has higher hopes for her. Harlow advised me in no uncertain terms that my relationship with Rosie, not to mention my employment here, depended upon my cooperation.
What did he ask you to do?
It all happened so quickly. In an instant, he took a very expensive scarf from the counter, pocketed it, and smiled. He said, "Your secret is safe as long as I can supply my lady friend with delightful items like this every so often." I've been able to cover for his requests until now with some creative bookkeeping, but I can't keep it out for much longer. I'm terrified to say anything. I could never live without Rosie.
Gotta do something.
I met Mr. Hill the day of the troll attack. He was kind to me. Why don't you just tell him?
He's a lovely man, but when it comes to Rosie, I fear he loses all perspective. He'd see this as a grave betrayal. I'd lose my job instantly, and Rosie as well.
Such a tough spot.
What have you been doing to keep the extortion a secret?
Well, as I mentioned, creative bookkeeping, and I've also been trying to cover the costs with my own savings, but I'm running out of money. Of course, none of this bodes well for my efforts to improve my circumstances and to be worthy of Rosie.
Could you give me a bit more detail about the note? That might help me to identify it should I come across it.
It's on Rosie's special pink stationery. It has her monogram at the top, RH. That's how Mr. Hill would know it was real.
Thank you for telling me. I'm gathering evidence to take Harlow down.
I would love nothing more than to see him rotting in Azkaban, but be careful. He's an awful man and incredibly dangerous. As for Rosie's letter, should you happen upon it, I have committed it to memory. You may destroy it immediately.
Understood.
Gotcha.
Now hurry off before Mr. Hill returns. Where were they?
We're on the right track. Now to find the last of Mr. Bickle's friends. Agabus Filbert must be around here somewhere.
Hello there.
Hello.
Excuse me, Mr. Filbert. I wondered if I might speak with you about your dealings with Theophilus Harlow. I hope to ease Mrs. Bickle's mind by gathering evidence against him.
Oh, tragic what happened to Bickle. He wanted me to speak out against Harlow for an act of violence committed against me. But I feared Harlow's retaliation, and so I refused.
You may have shared Mr. Bickle's fate if you had spoken out against Harlow as he requested.
Unfortunately, I suspect you're right.
You said that Harlow committed an act of violence against you. Could you tell me what happened?
Before my extraordinary wife, Dulcibella, passed away, she had just completed a small book of poetry. As a surprise for her birthday, one she never had the chance to celebrate, I had the book beautifully bound and plated in gold. One day, Harlow came calling to punish me for having spoken out against the Neanderthals that comprise Rookwood's lot. Before I knew it, I'd been petrified, and Harlow was rifling through my home. He found the book of poetry, with its exquisite gold plating. I watched helplessly, lying there in my entranceway as he walked away with the book, laughing as he went. I was shaken to my core. Still am, to be honest.
I imagine you fear Harlow retaliating again, but do you mind if I share this information with Officer Singer?
I suppose I have no choice. This extortion can't go on forever. You can pass it on to anyone who may be willing to help. Harlow does not like people talking, as you already know.
I've spoken with Mr. Bickle's friends. Now to find Natty.
Gold-plated thing. They lost their mind. Imagine that thing gets stolen. You ain't seen that thing again. It's gonna get sold somewhere. You ain't seen it again. I heard the gold problem. Like, wait, what? That woke me up a little bit. I was like, wait, what? I got hurried though. I feel like for the past 70 seconds. Vanessa got up about.
It's not like Natty to be late. She said she was going to the Hog's Head. Perhaps I'll find her there.
Say we didn't get caught, please. Not to be safe. On my way, on my way, on my way.
Natty must be around here somewhere.
Get up there. Really? Can climb up? Let's wake up.
Natty's wand.
Oh
she
no.
can cast without it. She wanted me to find this.
Oh.
She's in trouble. Revelio will show me where she was taken.
Revelio.
One of them bangs.
Nosy little students get what's coming to them.
What are you talking about? Okay.
Revelio.
Do. Oh, it's this way. Sleepy. I can't think straight when I'm sleepy.
The footprints led to this room. There must be another way forward.
Accio.
Right?
A hidden door.
There we go.
Natty must have been taken this way. I need to find her quickly.
Revelio.
This is part of their stuff too while we're here.
I'd better be sure I'm not seen.
It's not gonna work. Using that girl as bait, no one's coming for her.
Going in and out, y'all. Going in and out.
Hogwarts student would be arrogant enough to come in here alone?
Feldcroft was extraordinarily dull. Does no one put up a good
Yeah, that's a good opportunity. Golden opportunity. Nope.
Rookwoods don't go down easy. Potato. You'll be sorry. Expulsion.
No. I could do this all day.
Oh, you will not survive this fight.
Rest of momentum.
Wrong person.
Glitches.
Wrong person.
Expulsion. I see better.
Afraid to face me?
Revelio.
I'm up right now.
What are you, shy?
Revelio.
You die for it. Now to finish the job. Expulsion.
Come on. Nope. Yeah, lots of you out.
Cruising.
There we go. Don't forget finding the book, the poems, and forget the letter. I need to get out of here as fast as I can, 'cause I'm about to pass out in a few seconds.
Revelio.
If I'm not careful or hurry up in time. Go back down here. This way. What's in here? More hand items.
Revelio.
Gloves. Nowhere to go. But I'm tired of making that bad decision.
Natty must be here somewhere.
You found her.
Revelio.
I knew you would realize I had left my wand for you. Speak to Mr. Rabe. He will tell you what you need to do.
We'll do that later.
Aloha Mora.
There we go. Let's place this wand.
Revelio.
Over here. I need your help.
Mr. Ray.
Which one?
Daisy told me you'd been abducted.
You spoke with my wife. How is she?
Worried about you. Are you all right?
I am all right. Thank you for coming. These locks are cursed, and there's an anti-apparition jinx on the cells. Even Natty's skill with wandless magic cannot free us. I need you to find my wand.
Mr. Rabe, I found your wand.
Well done. I knew it was nearby. Now, you best stand back. One never knows how a curse will react to being broken.
Gotcha.
Revelio.
I see you, Gennady.
Thank you, Mr. Isco.
My pleasure. And thank you, my friend. We owe our lives to your bravery. I may be too weak to disapparate with you both, but I can try.
You go ahead. Find Officer Singer. We will get out of here on our own.
Very well.
Okay.
But be careful. Thank you, my young friends.
Be prepared for a fight. These Ashwinders must pay.
I was counting on it. But at least to get an escape route.
Revelio.
Okay.
The book of poems that was taken from Agabus Filbert. He'll be thrilled to have this back.
Revelio.
Well, that was a poem. Oh, gotcha. Sorry, y'all. Leave it right now. I'm doing dumb stuff right now. That's about long enough to put it into this. What am I missing? Okay, right here. I thought there was something missing.
Let's find Officer
Revelio.
An end to Harlow once and for all.
All right.
Natsai Onai. I should have known. And you, the troll dispatcher. Oh, thank goodness
I
the
have
two
a
of you
name.
are safe. Isco Rabe told me a couple of students had rescued him. Should have known it was you two.
Is Mr. Rabe all right?
He is. I sent him home to his wife. Miss Onai, your mother will not be pleased to learn that you're still risking your safety pursuing
come
these
on, let's
dangerous
slide.
men.
Actually, Officer Singer, Natty and I learned of several Hogsmeade residents who've had their lives threatened by the Ashwinders. In addition to abducting Mr. Rabe to blackmail his wife and Natty, Rookwood and Harlow have also extorted Agabus Filbert and Otto Dibble.
I will look into all of that. As for the two of you, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but you are taking great risk. Next time, please let the authorities handle the Ashwinders.
You're doing such a good job. I was saying, I was trying to say you would do such a good job. Sarcastically. Ugh. Trying to do a video while you sleep is not a good idea. Yep.
With all due respect, officer, the authorities haven't done much about any of this.
There's more to
Exactly.
taking down an organization like the Ashwinders than simply storming in and hauling them off based on a few accusations. I must insist that you leave them to us. We shall have no further discussion on this.
Fine then.
Natsai, you may wish to speak with your mother about this before I do.
My mother will not like this. Thank you again for rescuing me. We shall speak soon.
Your mom does speak to you?
I'm
What is my
truly
name?
awed by what we've accomplished. The final broom upgrade is better than even I expected. Stop by Spintwitches when you can.
I'm getting tired of you, man. Just outside the way. We can do it. Get this room upgrade, and after that,
Does it get
that's
any
all in
more
this
cozy
video.
than Hogsmeade?
Oh, hello again. Couldn't have perfected the broom upgrades without your help. As always, I have a special prize for you. What are we looking for today?
I can't even afford it. Hold on, let me see.
I
There
truly
you go.
enjoyed working with you. Thank you for believing in me.
Now I'm broke because of you.
Thanks for stopping by. Hope to see you again.
You won't. You should have the last upgrade. So this is the last time you won't see me. Got we end it right here. It's getting late. It's almost legit, almost 5:30. I think it's ready for work. Okay. We returned the dragon egg to the dragon. And got our butts cooked with the flame because of the dragon. Up to Sebastian. Now he has the issues with us because of the whole goblin thing. We have to know more about Professor Fig's wife from Logbok. It's hard to pronounce his name sometimes. Like Lodgok, I think. Just call it the Goblin. The other Goblin. So now I trust him now. And then we did the thing with Nati. He got a fully mastered broom. And I hope y'all enjoyed this video. I enjoyed this gameplay. I wish I could play more. But I am tired and I gotta get ready for work. Hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like, comment. If you want to see more, subscribe. This be with Shango. And I am out. Peace!